Good afternoon. This is a tip that was requested by Cliff, and I hope you're well, Cliff. And it's a common asked question about how the pros get the divot the other side of the ball. And it basically means a couple of things that are happening, and there's lots of different reasons why this would happen or might not happen. So it's not entirely clear why some people do it and some people don't. You'd have to see them to see why they don't do it. But it is necessity to get the divot in front of the ball rather than behind it. So target side rather than this side. And that happens for two reasons, like I said. One is the club is still approaching downward as it strikes the ball. And two, the low point as a result of that is ahead of the ball. So the base of the arc, if you imagine the London Eye when you're just about to get off it, the base of the arc where the passengers get off is just past the ball. So that means that as the club is coming into if I show you it like this, as the club is approaching the ground, it's still traveling downward. Now, the thing about this with things like launch monitors, like TrackMan, is that it proves that there is a downward strike. But at the end of the day, it's not that much. If you think about 0 degrees being horizontal, there's some tall pros with an 8 iron hitting down on it about 5 degrees, 6 degrees, in between 4 and 6, say. So 4 degrees is literally that. I know it seems a bit ridiculous to do it, but so it's not massively down, but it certainly is down. And probably the biggest way that would happen, assuming that our swing plane is correct, is that we do get the chest a little further forward ahead of the ball impact. The body, upper body, effectively feeling like it's a little bit more in front of where it started, just slightly. And certainly the weight at this point here, even as early as this, 70% into this leg. If we're 50-50 or weight on the back foot at this point, we're never going to get a downward strike, all things equal, and we're never going to get the bottom of the swing in the right place. So assuming that the club is coming down on the right plane, it's just all about getting the weight transfer, the pressure transfer, the pressure shift, if you like, and making sure we get the sternum here a little ahead of the ball when we're striking it. Actually, knowing you like I do, Cliff, with your club comes too much from the inside on a very shallow approach, that very much lends itself to the club hitting the ground before the ball anyway. So with some people, it's a little bit more than just telling them to get their weight more forward. We've got to fix the plane issue as well. So that's assuming we've got a good swing plane, which is easier said than done. Make sure our weight travels into that foot and we can get our chest just a smidge ahead of the ball at impact. And that will give us A, the downward strike, B, the divot after the ball. So that answers a question. And like I said, there's many more things that contribute towards it, but that's certainly one of them. And try it out and hope this helps those that don't get the divot in front of the ball.